There are 5 levels of inspiration. Those on the 5th and lowest level aren't able to be inspired. Those on the 4th level are inspired by negative. The 3rd level is for those inspired by positive. Those on the 2nd level, however, inspire themselves. But those on the 1st level inspire others. We must strive towards the top level. Our energy and passion is a well full of unreturnable gold of unknown depth. If this were life, we do best to spend wisely, just in case the depths were shallow. But it's a game, so dig deep and spend every piece just in case the depths are infinite. The regret of burning out early pales in comparison to having a lot left in the tank in the end.
Yo. Hi. Hard breathing through kid on this madness, yo. Nairobi, are you ready for this? I don't think so. Go get ready, big man thing. My people crazy, you better like it. Go get ready, my people crazy, you better like it. Kuta, wonder, it's a dazzle thing and never surrender. Pretty girl, Kuta, wonder, it's a dazzle thing and never surrender. Go get busy, man. It's a freaky time. That's how we do it, man. It's a party time. We can end it, but what baby? It's a dazzle thing, karibu tu caliente. Give me this one fight, girl. I'm here to conquer, girl. In the business, I'm dangerous. My trigger on the bot. It's the party just started. My body's in a hurry. I enter. Looking for a bad boy in the place, ain't nobody bad. Enter. Looking for a bad boy in the place, ain't nobody bad. I'm a bigger man, careful, girl. Shock you in this reggaeton 10 times, girl. Good wonder. It's a dazzle thing and never surrender. Pretty girl, good wonder. It's a dazzle thing and never surrender. Go get busy, man. It's a freaky time. That's how we do it, man. It's a party time. Go get
Yo! My people. What up? What's up, guys? We are live, as it says down here. Can I point him correctly? Right there. All right. And we are here to get better at basketball as always. All right. We have Limitless hoops coming at you straight
through your phones or desktops. I don't know what you guys watch this show on, probably your phones. All right, but if you have the book and you're doing the book, congrats to you. That's the first step. And I had a long conversation with the parent this morning because we had a new member, Wyatt. Another Wyatt. This one's Wyatt Smith. He chose a very basic last name, but as a guy named John, I can't really talk. So his dad talked about, like, is it wise to have these kids believe that they can make the NBA? Listen, I think it's wise to go for anything that you want in life, and I think that it's wise to not automatically assume that you can't make a certain thing in life. I also think it's wise to practice greatness. And I think that there's nothing more great than going after your passion and going for the highest upon highest of goals. So, like, if you're a basketball player and you want to make the NBA, I say that that's probably harder than, like, most other things on earth. Like, period. Like, trying to go to the moon is probably easier than trying to make it to the NBA. All right? And what it does to you when you strive for these things, like the NBA, when you're just like some, like, regular looking 5'10" unathletic kid, whatever, it makes everything else in life seem so much easier. Especially like when you seriously go for it and apply yourself well, and you do take all the steps that are necessary to take to get there. Once you start delving into other realms, like schoolwork, like your life, like your work later on in life, it becomes incredibly easy. It's like, wait a minute. You want me to study for a science test for a few hours? Not like sprint 5 miles a day for 3 weeks? Yeah, I can study for that science test. Or like what? Your job wants you to, like, I don't know, have the report on their desk by next week, and then go over to Houston and like have a meeting with people. That's easy compared to like playing against some 6'10" future NBA guy getting dunked on. Okay, so like what we're doing right now is practicing for life, and we're doing it in the most fun way possible, and we're also staying in shape. Other things like that, There's also like practicing your competitive things, like and like camaraderie among your teammates, and all these other things that just make life a little bit more fun. Because no one really knows why we're here, what we're doing, and things like that. So, I mean, might as well just enjoy ourselves. And if you can enjoy yourself while exerting maximum effort, I think that's better than any video game or like movie that you could watch or whatever. So, yeah. Striving for the NBA, even if you don't have a chance, is absolutely the way that you should go. All right. And later on, when you try to own your own business, people say that you don't have a chance. You're like, cool, been there before. Watch what I do with it. All right. We're going to start off with our monthly challenge. Looking kind of small. Let's largen that up a little bit. All right. Our monthly challenge for this month is our jump ropes. If you've been doing them, you're on track. I think I saw Gavin and I always forget the second name, no matter which name I say first. Gavin and Taz, they did their challenge set today, including some other drills. Noah's really trying to keep up with the book. All right, the book tells you a whole bunch of things. Again, as I look through it, it tells you the homework to do every month, plus the clinic tips, plus which movie to watch, plus the monthly homework, plus our monthly quotes or daily quotes. Also tells you what we do on a daily basis during our actual workouts, all right, including our daily challenges. The story of the day has a whole bunch of stuff, but for our daily workouts, you can be doing them at home before we even start the day, all right, so you can practice them beforehand so that when you show up, I don't have to explain everything. You already kind of know the gist. And then maybe the day after, you can go over those things again, so you get it 3 times per every one, and you will be flying forward in terms of like understanding things to a high point. All right, so be like Noah Masseth and do those things beforehand. And his I still can't believe how far he's come. All right, back in December, I won't forget this, seriously. Back in December, he got his butt thoroughly kicked by some 5th grade girls back when he was a 6th grader. All right, and just 6 months, 7 months later, This dude is competing against varsity players out of state and varsity players who are like dunking level. I am very, very quick, and he's competing against those guys now. He's come a long ways. If he ever sees those 5th grade girls again, he will demolish them. I know he will. I know he will. But that's the point. And he's the one doing the monthly challenge stuff. So if you're doing it, please post the videos in our homework section. Moving on, we got some movies that I'm not going to get a chance to get to. We're not going to talk about them that much, and that's our 11th grade movie, which is The Way Back. Because we had a whole bunch of like days off this month because we were traveling, so it didn't quite add up. But yeah, make sure that you watch the movie if you're an 11th grader. The Way Back is with a coach who is an alcoholic. He used to be a big time like high school basketball player, then career got derailed, blah blah blah. And it's with Ben Affleck, but it was a pretty good movie. I like this scene in which the point guard he could hardly speak out loud. He was like a shy guy, and he encouraged him to speak up. And I think in life we do need to speak up. And there was a few more scenes of the movie that meant this and that, but that one stood out to me the most because if you stay quiet, you're not gonna get what you want in life. All right, but this movie is pretty good. If I had to give it stars, I would give it probably 39 stars out of 50. All right. Another one that I'm not gonna get to is our 10th grade movie of the month. That is Murder Ball. All right. Murder Ball is where if you're holding a ball, they will shoot you in the face. No, I'm joking. Murder Ball it's like a rugby type of game, but it's with people in wheelchairs. I haven't seen this movie. I looked it up. It seemed very scary and crazy. All right, because these guys, they're already paraplegics, but they're definitely out to hurt the other limbs. Oh my God. They're insanely going after it. But, maybe that's part of life. And I'm sure that's the moral of the story right there. But if you're a 10th grader, watch the movie Murder Ball. It's not about murdering, but these guys come pretty darn close. But it's about when you have your passions taken away from you, do you still go at them? And I think these guys are doing just that. But yeah, what else are we talking about? The special discount coming up here soon is on Monday, I believe, is the final day. If you want to sign up for a $1,500 discount, you get $1,500 off. So if you want me to give you a couple of $1,000s, sign up. All right. Normally our rates are $1,500 for the entire year. But for now, if you sign up before Monday, you get $1,500 for the next 2 years. And we're doing that because we're switching up things. And hopefully by next August, not this August, but next August, so a year and a month from now, we are starting our league with thousands of people and all this other stuff. Talk about impossible dreams. Yes, I shoot for the stars as well. But even if we come close, it will be a pretty amazing thing. All right, so we are going all in on the league idea. All right, and anyone that signs up for it now, you guys are taking a chance, and I appreciate that chance. So you might as well just get some free workouts from it, at least a year's worth. So sign up for this, and you get 2 years. And right after that, it goes up to $2,000. Then once we get 48 people, it'll go up to $3,000. And 96 more will make it $4,000 or something like that. It'll just keep going up until $6,000 per year is the price. All right, but again, if you sign up before, you get the remainder of this upcoming year. So from August to August, you get that for free, basically. If you sign up for the following year, which is August 2023, we're gonna hold a draft. People are gonna get picked on teams. We're gonna have cheerleaders, mascots, all the stuff. We're even gonna have for our travel teams. We're gonna go out of the country for one of them. So we have big plans for this thing. We're gonna change basketball in Colorado in a huge way. And I know people are scared, but other states do it. Why not? And especially if you guys have dreams and passions, you might as well do it. Okay. So heads up for the discount. You can also, if you can't afford the $1,500, you can pay $150 every 2 weeks for 12 weeks. So it's a slightly more money that you're paying for. That you're paying $300 extra, but you get 4 months to pay it off, and it lasts again for 2 years. All right. So yeah, and then starting next week, we also just go Monday, Wednesday, Friday. So after Sunday, starting on the 1st, We are only going Monday, Wednesday, Friday. Once we get those people and those increments that I spoke of before, we will add things back to our slate of events. All right, so again, that stuff's very exciting as well, because hopefully we should start packing the house a lot and making this thing really, really exciting. Is there anything else to talk about? There is nothing else to talk about besides our other things. Let's go with the what order am I going in? Okay, let's go with this. Our quote of the day. All right, our quote of the day is, "Don't fear your greatness." All right, and this seems like an impossibility. It's not. It makes sense. Trust me. Like, people absolutely fear being great. Because, yes, if you could just snap your fingers, you wouldn't mind being great. You'd be like, yeah, I'm the best that there is. Sure. All right. But it's what it takes to be great. Even if it was a guarantee. All right. A lot of the kids ask, if I try my hardest and I don't make it, is that a waste of time? And I get that. But let's say that you try hardest and then you make it. You fear that as well. And why do you fear that? Because you may enjoy certain benefits of being, like, let's say, the greatest player on earth and on, like, I don't know, the Milwaukee Bucks. But with that comes certain pressures. With that comes certain expectations. And that's what you're afraid of. You're afraid of, like, once you get there, can you still live up to the hype? Once you get there, you have imposter syndrome, where you're thinking, like, I don't deserve all this. Once you get there, can you now keep up to the best players on earth? Once you get there, can you, like, do what it took to get there, and then keep going and doing that? Because, like, once you receive your bag, why do you want to keep working hard? You already have millions of dollars, right? Or whatever your greatness happens to be. Don't fear that. And then don't fear what's along the way, like taking those chances, like going out there and guarding the best player, going out there and, like, shooting the shots, even though you might totally fail. All right, going out there and, like, wasting your time away instead of going to parties and stuff like that and sleepovers. You're skipping those because you have a workout at 6 a.m. in the morning. All right, don't fear your greatness, because it's completely worth it. Whether you make it or not, it's completely worth it. All right, what's up, Connor Rush? What's up, Noah Mass Seth? All right, speaking of Noah came this morning with Aiden, with Gavin, and with the new kid, Wyatt. Wyatt just signed up after that. So he signed up after he came to the morning boot camp. Oh, my. All right, so this is definitely our type of kid. All right, and we will be swearing him in tonight. So let's get hyped for all that stuff. We are not playing games this weekend because no one showed up. We don't have enough people showing up. But there was a high school tournament for Jam. They begged us to be in it, and I told them we don't have people. I asked Rohit, and Rohit was like, if we're not playing against bad players. And I'm like, you lose to those bad players, dude. But no, it would have been against, I think, some freshmen and sophomores in high school. They would have beat you by a lot. But, yeah, so we didn't have enough people. I asked. I think Hunter said, maybe. And it was like, what? Aiden was one of the people that said yes. I'm pretty sure Noah would have said yes. I'm not sure. But that's not enough people not to hold a tournament. So, not to hold a last-second tournament. So we're going to wait until the middle of August, until the Jam season starts. So just come to workouts in time. But if you show up, I will do this stuff. But again, don't fear your greatness. All right. Speaking of all that showing up for stuff thing, make sure that you do show up, because I go by you. But with that said, you guys actually helped me out. All right. I basically finalized my program, 50 All-Stars. That's all that I wanted to do. Actually, all that I wanted to do beforehand was just workout players, no teams. That didn't work because people aren't like that. People won't just work out for anything. So then I created 50 All-Stars where we had teams, and it got going. Then when I moved here to Colorado, I finalized it by creating this right here, this book, and now we go by it. And I was going to be okay with that. But we need other people. We need everyone doing what we're doing, okay? So I'm like, okay, so I got to start a league. And if you guys were all coming to the boot camps, let's say like we had 10 people coming to the boot camps, and you guys were all coming to the workouts all the time, I would have never come up with the actual league idea. That would have been enough for me to have 4 or 5 kids trying their hardest. But you guys said it would be easier with more people, and you guys stopped showing up as much. So therefore, I developed all this stuff, and I took away the days. And we're just going to get more people. So because of you guys, I think we actually do have the better idea. So I thank you guys for your honesty. But understand that I'm going to make it work no matter what. And I have to take all these human things into account. All right, dudes, really turning down games. I know Roey just doesn't want to play center. I saw that. I saw something on a podcast. They were like, who was the hardest person to guard, or the hardest person to play against? And J.R. Smith and Gilbert Arenas were talking. And they both were like, Kobe Bryant by far. Dude, you knew you couldn't go out that night. It was crazy. And they said D. Wade was like that, and Cuttino Mobley was like that. And each one of those 3 guys, they're all 3 guards, right? They're all 3 guards. And they said that they did one thing. When D. Wade heard that he was talking trash, he said he killed me. He goes, and it wasn't with jump shots. He just went straight to the post, backed me down, and dunked on me. And I was like, there are guards doing that. And Kobe takes care of business like that too. Rohit is so scared to go to the basket. What's up with this dude, man? Yes, guards can post up too. You score on the inside. Tony Parker scored point-blank layups all the time. It's the easy shot in basketball. Take layups. You're not just jacking up threes. Trust me. Be able to score inside and out in mid-range. Oh, my God. You should want an well-rounded game. And if we have to win, we have to win. So, yeah, I tried to put him in the post. Tried to put Connor in the high post one time. And, yeah, Roey did not like it at all. I was like, what kind of player are you? Guys, whatever I tell you to do, just do it, man. Trust me. All right, anyways, moving on. With the itinerary for the day, we got partner passing, football catch, sideline of bounds, inbound seal, taking charges, running hook shots, and hook serves with D. That's for the elementary school. That's stuff that we should have done last week. What we're doing later on this week. Sorry about that. And then what we did last week was fake behind the back, 3 decision drill, Reddick chase drill, ankle breaker crossover, penetrate and fill drill, sprint dribble cone touch. That was pretty good. I think that our 3 decision drill is getting better. We're actually throwing the ball away less to the wing, so I appreciate that, guys. No one's ever tried to fake behind the back pass during the games. The Reddick chase drill, I think that's helping, and you guys are doing a better job of that. Ankle breaker crossover, you guys are kind of understanding that. I cannot imagine you guys doing that in games yet. Penetrate and fill, we're understanding that to a certain extent during actual practices. Sprint dribble cone touch, are we getting quicker? I believe so. And then what we're doing for tonight is free throws. Well, that's easy, but it's your placement, your routine, your mechanics, and mentality. All right, then 10 in a row in under 5 minutes. Shoot quickly and accurately. Make 10 in a row in under 5 minutes from the elbow. Let's see who can do it. Maybe I'll have push-ups if you don't do it. Then 15-second sprints times 4. Then we got pounds, drives, and pull-ups, which is a great drill. Great drill. It teaches you how to drive. And if you can make your first step quicker, man, you could be great. So pounds, drives, and pull-ups. I think I'm going to do that a lot. I like that one. Then we have box jumps as well. Then we have split jumps to shots, both jumping drills. It's going to be a fun workout. I'm hyped to do it. I'll see you guys tonight. Make sure you guys show up on time. This is one of our last hour and a half workouts. After this, we will not have any more conditioning warm-ups until we reach a certain point. Again, I had all the points like outlined, and it was confusing people, so I took it off the website. Now I don't even have like a picture of it, but it said what we would be going to, like when we would add the open gyms, when we would add the shooting, like at what number of people. But just know it's however many people sign up for our next 2 years. So we would be cutting back, but we will be adding it. Basically, we're being like a Choco Taco right now, and we're discontinuing some things so that everyone loves it and goes, I want my Choco Taco back. And if you don't know what Choco Tacos are, neither did I. Not before yesterday. Not until they discontinued it. Weird? Yes. Homework. Who's been posting the homework? We got Noah Masseth. And again, part of our deal, guys, that we're trying to do is we're trying to have some more Noah Masseths out there. The people who are posting all this stuff. I see you, Gavin, in the thing. The giant kid who could change. Stop posting other things. Okay, but yes. Great job, Noah, for posting all this stuff. Hopefully you know it like that. when we do the workout tonight. All right, I see you with the jump rope as well. That's a great job doing the homework. And now we got to go to our story of the day. Let's watch it. Our energy and passion is a well full of unreturnable gold of unknown depth. If this were life, we do best to spend wisely, just in case the depths were shallow. But it's a game, so dig deep and spend every piece just in case the depths are infinite. The regret of burning out early pales in comparison to having a lot left in the tank in the end. All right, so that's one of our actual like main stories that we even include in our what is it called? In the like in the pre-credits thing, the opening stuff. But yeah, it's a deep issue in terms of like, if I go too hard, will I burn out? If I don't go hard enough, will I miss my chance of making it? All right, those are two extremely viable potential outcomes. All right, yes. You may burn out. That is not a lie. You may actually get too tired of playing basketball. Absolutely. Especially if you go all out, right? Absolutely. That is so true. So let's put that as one. Burning out of basketball, okay. All right, and then two, you may end up not trying hard enough. And in the end, you could have tried harder, and you're gonna have regret. And maybe you could have been better than you would have been. All right, out of those two things, which one's the worst of the two? Because either one can happen. It's hard to be like right here, perfectly in the middle. All right, either you can go too hard or go too little. I think going too hard and ending up being like Calvin and Derek were in our program, the Cortarbas, finishing up in, I think, 6th and 9th grade. And then they just like were like, oh, I'm tired, I'm dead. But their last game was like, they went like, one went 9 for 11 shooting threes, and the other one was like 10 for 14 shooting threes. And they were amazing. They ended up having great high school careers. I don't think that's that bad. Sorry. Yeah, you got a little tired. It happens, but you ended up being amazing for high school. That's cool. And then the other way is, if you don't try hard and then you don't, and you kind of like went less, you saved yourself because you didn't want to get injured, or like you didn't want to shoot too much because then maybe you might quit the next year, and then you only make high school. Heck, you might make D3. Well, then like, and then at the end of your career, you're like, dude, I still got some energy. Sorry, too late. You can't play. You're done. Like, but I had more to give. It's like, sorry, do you have a time machine? So both those are horrible feelings, but I think the better feeling is giving so much that you had no more to give. And we know that's the right answer because it sounds like the right answer. Duh. Give all your heart until you have no more to give. That is absolutely the right answer. And regret is so hard to handle in life because you can't go back in time. And let's not forget, the whole thing was like, if you had a well full of gold and you got to like dig into it, but you could never put the gold back, how far would you want to go? If it was life, take your time, because you might empty it out and then you won't be able to like live. But it's not life. It's a game. It's just pretend, guys. It doesn't matter at all. So dig all the way down. If you find out that you can only go till 7th grade, do it. But now I guess it's only 6th grade because you went too fast. Who cares? You pull all the gold out that you can, and you find out exactly where you're going to end up. So then you never have any regrets. And if it happens to only be high school, it is what it is. However much you have in your tank, because everyone's different, but you find out how much gold you have. You don't just skim off the top. Don't skim off the top. I'm going to college, book it. Book it, baby. That's what Devin Booker should say every time he hits a three. Book it. All right, we're going to be right back with some movie stuff, some trivia stuff, and some picture stuff right after this ad. And we're back with the movie of the day. The movie of the day is The Hustler. All right, the Hustler with Paul Newman. They also did a remake in the '80s with Tom Cruise, and Paul Newman was in it as the older guy in it. All right, for anyone who plays the game pitching stuff out there, this is billiards but in real life. All right, and these guys are hustlers in that they steal people's money. I've not seen the original, this old one, but I would suggest watching maybe the '80s one, or maybe you want to watch the old one. It's known as a great movie. I can't tell you my take on it, but I do know that the more recent one, it was pretty good. I finally saw it like maybe a couple years ago. It was a legit movie. And anyone who's seen The Hustler, let me know what it is like. But this is the 9th grade movie of the month. We'll come back on Friday with the 12th grade movie just to end it up. All right, Devin totally should. He totally should. Anyways, let's move on to the trivia question of the day. Trivia question of the day is this. Let's see, which one do I want? Oh. All right, this is super easy question. But which member of the Fab Five called the infamous timeout? That's the question. As quickly as it is, it's actually one of our little things on our page too. Which member of the Fab Five called the infamous timeout is the question. The question of the day. Can anyone solve it? Anyone answer it? Which member of the Fab Five called the infamous timeout? That's all that I'm gonna give you. It should be an easy question. Seriously, such an easy question. I mean, stupid easy. Let's see who else is up here. We got Connor Rush in the lead with 3, Kendra Louth with 2, Noah Massey with 2, Aiden Wong with 1, Gavin Webb with 1. Which member of the Fab Five called the infamous timeout? I figured someone would just name that right away. There it goes. Connor Rush with the answer. Great job, Connor Rush. All right, Connor Rush with 1 extra points to score, so now he gets 4 total. Great job. That was the guy, Chris Webber, calling timeout. Timeout. We ain't got none. But the coach did tell him to call it, so it's not totally his fault, I guess. But you should always know how many timeouts that you have. All right, no Google. Good job. To finish up, we do have our picture of the day. Who is your most excited player to see return this season that was not a part of the league last year? All right. A whole bunch of players were injured last year, or they were unvaccinated. So, I mean, Kyrie kind of came back, right? But there's also Zion wasn't a part of it last year. I mean, AD hasn't played in 18 years. Who else? Who that did not play last year are you excited to see this year? All right. Who is your favorite comeback player? And the comeback player of the year this last year was Klay Thompson. I mean, I think coming back is not that easy. Now, back in my day, as I'm old, there's been they used to just play through injuries. All right. But yeah, it's tough. So players include Kawhi Leonard, Zion, Jamal Murray, Ben Simmons, John Wall. They all missed last year. Zion, even more than Jamal Murray. Aren't you a Nuggets guy? Jonathan Isaac has been out for 2 years. Zion will kill it. Well, hopefully he doesn't get killed. All right. Hopefully they all come back well. Hopefully all come back healthy and in shape and not fat pieces of crap who can dunk still like Zion. Sorry, Zion. But I chose Ja Morant way before anyone else did. Dame Dollar. Oh, I guess Dame was out for the majority of the year. That's a good point. I'm excited to see Dame again, too. But yeah, man, a year without these guys is so strange. Anyway, if you're coming to the workout tonight, don't forget that our quote of the day is, don't fear your greatness. All right, that's my time. As always, I'm John Sanders. Thanks for joining us. I will see y'all later. Reese's Pieces, yo.
Crazy, you better like it, yo. Yeah, Central Africa. Yeah, and Kenya on this madness.
Ati spola pale wesi mi roga mama sita mi ufanya madem wenye wanabaki kujishika iwe dancehall ama hip hop buda mina wakilisha tunabomba tuko party tunaban hii weekend tuki ndio hashtag check it tunaban press it to the one cha 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 madem wako hapa wanadai tu vijiti wanjiti kwa kiti waresh wako fiti weekend tunaban adi che wanja for the G top on the panty
Kuja, Wanda. It's a dazzle thing and never surrender. Pretty girl, Kuja, Wanda. It's a dazzle thing and never surrender. Go get busy, man. It's a freaky time. That's how we do it, man. It's a party time. Go get busy, man. It's a freaky time. That's how we do it, man.